Watermelon cultivation, a guideline based on practical field observations and systemic principles. Preamble. PQNK is a closed-loop, regenerative pristine organic farming system. It operates on the principle that a living, microbially active soil, fed by on-farm organic mulch and irrigated with water, will provide all necessary nutrients from geological abundance. The system prioritizes soil and plant health, making pests and diseases a non-issue. Management focuses on creating optimal environmental conditions, temperature, humidity, light, and air, for the crop and its symbiotic microbiome. Crop duration difference, a sign of systemic health. Observation: fruit maturity in PQNK systems occurs in 90 to 100 days versus 70 days in chemical systems. PQNK explanation: this is not a delay but a systemic recalibration. In chemical systems, plants are force-fed soluble nutrients, leading to rapid but forced and weaker growth. In PQNK, the plant develops in partnership with the soil food web. Root microbe establishment: the initial 30 to 40 days are dedicated to building a robust root system and recruiting a diverse, functional microbiome. This is an investment in resilience. Nutrient dynamics: nutrients are released by microbes in response to plant root exudates, a plant pull system. This release is synchronized, balanced, and provides a full spectrum of minerals, leading to denser cell structure, superior fruit quality, higher Brix, and longer shelf life. Conclusion: the extended duration reflects the time needed for the plant to achieve true biological readiness, resulting in a final product of exceptional quality and vitality. Early sowing and frost management, working with microclimate. PQNK strategy for December sowing, targeting February harvest. Frost impact: soil temperatures below 15 degrees Celsius and frost below 0 degrees Celsius inhibit microbial activity, root function, and can damage plant tissues. PQNK protocol. Insulating mulch: after sowing or transplanting, apply a 3 to 4 inch layer of dry straw or grass clippings around the plant base. This acts as a microbial food source and an insulating blanket, protecting the root zone from temperature extremes. Microclimate windbreaks: for fields prone to cold winds, establish tall, dense barrier crops, e.g., Napier grass, sugarcane, on the windward side well before the watermelon season to slow wind speed and moderate the field's microclimate. Water as thermal mass: moist soil retains heat better. A light furrow irrigation, not exceeding half furrow height, in the late afternoon before an expected frost can provide protective thermal mass. Nursery versus direct sowing for early season. PQNK recommendation: protected nursery raising. Rationale: to navigate the early cold period, create a controlled environment. Method: sow seeds in root trainers or decomposable pots filled with a mixture of fertile field soil and well-decomposed compost. Place these in a protected nursery bed sheltered from northwesterly winds, optionally covered with a dry grass straw mesh at night. Transplant sturdy 3-4 leaf seedlings into the permanent field when the extreme cold subsides. This ensures perfect stand establishment and optimal use of costly seeds. Vine management and pruning, a principle-based, adaptive approach. Core PQNK principle: direct plant energy to 2 to 3 high-quality fruits per plant by managing vegetative versus generative balance. Addressing practical challenges. Spacing and pattern: use a wider, checkered planting pattern, e.g., 5 foot between rows, 3 foot within row. This provides inherent space for vine expansion, reduces overlap chaos, and improves air/light penetration. Directional training, essential: at the vine running stage, 5 to 6 leaves, gently guide the primary runners away from the plant crown along predefined, empty paths between plants. Use small, forked sticks to lightly pin vines to the soil/mulch, Do not twist or damage stems. This is proactive space management. Soft or adaptive pruning. Follow the 3D pruning method, on which a detailed lecture is available. Prune secondary branches only if they are growing into the path of a primary runner. Excessively shading the center of the plant or a developing fruit zone. The goal is to manage architecture for light and air, not to achieve a specific length. Non-negotiable practice. Tip cutting after fruit set. Once a fruit on a runner reaches marble size, immediately cut the growing tip of that specific runner. This halts its vegetative advance and diverts 100% of its energy to fruit swelling. Execute this runner by runner as fruit set. Yield balance. The slightly lower plant population is offset by larger fruit size, higher bricks, and zero disease-related losses, ensuring superior net economic yield. Strategic intercropping for system efficiency. With wider spacing, intercropping is intelligent system design. Choose crops that complement, not compete. PQNK compatible intercrops. Short duration leafies, spinach, lettuce, coriander. Harvest before watermelon vines spread. They utilize space, provide early income, and act as a living mulch. Microclimate moderators, maize/corn, see Section 7. Planted strategically for afternoon shade. Fruit maturity, harvest timing and the shrinkage solution. Observation: peak summer heat causes fruit shrinkage if harvest is delayed. PQNK scientific explanation: shrinkage occurs due to excessive transpirational water loss from the fruit surpassing the root's water supply capacity and high heat. PQNK mitigation strategy. Strategic shading: plant a single row of tall, fast-growing maize/corn on the western/southwestern edge of the watermelon beds. Time planting: sow maize reaches 4-foot height before ambient temperatures consistently exceed 35 degrees Celsius. At 3-foot spacing, maize provides 40% dappled shade during the harsh afternoon sun, significantly reducing fruit surface temperature and transpiration rate, preventing shrinkage. PQNK maturity indicators, adapted for organic mulch. Tendril drying: the pigtail tendril nearest the fruit stem, on the same node, dries out completely, turning brown and brittle. Surface texture and sheen: the rind loses its glossy shine and becomes dull. The surface feels smooth to the touch, and the veins may appear less prominent. Sound: a mature fruit produces a deep, resonant, hollow thump when tapped, requires practiced ear. Ground spot adaptation: for fruits resting on mulch, gently lift and check. The underside color changes from white/greenish white to a creamy or buttery yellow. Days of full swelling: after the fruit achieves its final full size and sheen changes, monitor closely. Harvest typically follows within 5 to 7 days of this stage under normal conditions. Post-harvest protocol for maximum shelf life. PQNK harvest and handling protocol. Harvest time: early morning, 5 to 7 a.m., when fruit temperature is lowest. Field heat removal: critical, immediately after harvest, immerse fruits in a tank of fresh, cool underground water for 30 minutes. This rapidly removes field heat, halts respiration rate, and preserves freshness. Drying and handling: remove from water, air dry in shade. Handle with extreme care, no piling or throwing. Transport in padded or rigid containers to prevent bruising. Storage: store in a cool, shaded, well-ventilated place. A properly harvested and cooled PQNK watermelon can retain peak quality for 10 to 14 days. System clarifications and seed sovereignty. The closed-loop water principle: the system is irrigated with water applied through furrows, with the flow not exceeding half the furrow's height. This water provides hydration and aids in thermal moderation. The soil's microbial life, which liberates nutrients from geological abundance, is fueled solely by the application of on-farm organic mulch and governed by the plant's root exudates. No external microbial amendments or fermented solutions are added to the water. Soil disturbance. The principle of no soil disturbance after bed preparation is paramount. The wide spaces between young watermelon plants must be managed with living, short-duration cover crops, like leafy greens, not by disturbing the soil. The Seed Challenge. Hybrid seed reality. Saving seeds from F1 hybrids will not produce true-to-type plants. Their high cost is for specific bred traits. PQNK path to seed sovereignty. Farmers' collective action. Identify and collectively grow the best performing open pollinated, OP, or heirloom variety in your region. Isolated seed plot. Dedicate an isolated area, greater than or equal to 800 m from other watermelon varieties, for seed production. PQNK seed processing. Select seeds from the best plants. Ferment seeds in their juice for 2 to 3 days to clean and remove germination inhibitors, wash thoroughly, and dry completely on mesh screens in shade. This builds a locally adapted, genetically diverse seed stock that thrives under your PQNK management. Conclusion. This guideline reframes challenges as opportunities for system optimization. PQNK watermelon cultivation is about managing energy flows, sunlight, water, and biological activity, to produce fruit of unmatched quality while enhancing the farm's ecosystem. Trust the process, observe keenly, and let the system's intelligence guide your interventions. The land is not a factory, it is a living library. Read it daily. Footnote: any production process that inundates soil with water, disturbs soil through tillage, or leaves soil bare without organic mulch cover does not qualify as natural ecosystem science for production agriculture. PQNK, to be pronounced as picnic, which stands for Paedar Qudratti Nizam Kashatqari, and means, the Regenerative and Sustainable Pristine Organic Farming System.